So good morning guys, welcome to day 2 where we ride to Mysore. We've still got a big ride today. Let's get these bikes fired up and let's get riding. It's 10 to 7 this morning guys. So far the mornings are nice, it's nice and cool. Although I've just been attacked by the mosquitoes as I've been loading the bike up.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Right, we're going to do a U-ey. It's like a knee down job. The hotel we stayed at last night was absolutely superb. This big white one here, amazing comfortable beds. So the bike's reading the air temperature of 23 degrees already this morning. And like I said, it's all about having the right clothing on. Yesterday it hit 39 degrees. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. We've got plenty of bike content. So the good thing about our ride is we're not affiliated with Royal Enfield, Triumph or KTM. Alex owns all 3 of these bikes and he says, I can say what the hell I like. That sun just looks amazing.
So one of the areas we're heading to today is called Kurg. The people there are known as Kyrgyz. It's an area that never got colonised by the British, and anybody that lives outside is not allowed to trade there. They look different and they also have their own language. These people are tough and prepared to fight for their land.
So what I've not figured out on the bike yet is the electronic side of it. I know they've got an eco mode and a performance mode on the bike. You can also turn your rear ABS off, which I have. There's a couple of different screen settings. Whoa, you do hit a few bumps in the road. What I was trying to do is reset the trip this morning, and I was pressing all the buttons, and well, I never figured out how to do it. I'll have another play around with it later on this evening. You can't really do it on the fly, that's the thing. It's just, you've just got to be focused on the road. I mean, check out this scooter. It's absolutely bonkers what you see people carry on their bikes. Imagine going to work like that every day.
Guys, this is a dosa, South Indian, very famous South Indian food. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, the first time I've ever eaten a dosa. I mean, it's got a little bit of a kick to it, and it comes on the plate and it is absolutely massive. It's about 18 inches long and got like a potato spice inside of it. Certainly a good kickstart for the morning. And this guy here, he's the one making the chai, the tea. Right, so let's press on. So yeah, you've only really got kind of 3 buttons. On the right here you've got a mode button, there's another home button at the back there, and then a little kind of joystick here, and trying to reset the trip. Normally you would just hold the button in, but yeah, nothing, so I'll try and figure that one out later. I've got the dash set to auto, where it illuminates when you go through the darker bit, so at the minute it's kind of illuminated, but yeah, it looks nice and clear. If you hold this M button for a few seconds, it brings up another dash like that, where you've got your fuel gauge at the bottom. But yeah, I actually prefer the other one. Oh yeah, we are on the twisties now. got that more brake horsepower, more torque. You don't need to be up and down the box so much. I mean, this is literally in third. We're going around the hairpin turns. I open the throttle and it's just got that bigger rev range now. So we're heading into a bit of congestion again. You have to adapt a whole different riding style. There's just bikes, cars, cows, people coming from all directions. And it's amazing the contrast. When you're riding around, you see the changes in the people and the places, the houses. These tut-tuts, they're just bonkers. They rule the road. Look at them all lined up there, look. I know something, when you sat behind that Scrambler 400X, them twin pipes do sound nice as soon as you get out of the cities. The open roads are fairly quiet. Nobody pays attention to the speed limits. The police are not interested. It's really nice just to jump on the bike and ride it like you want to ride it, rather than worry about, is there a police camera van round the corner? I mean, we've just entered into this section of wooded area. I mean, it just looks so scenic, it's unbelievable. And the landscape seems to change all the time. And we've gone from these palm trees to these. Everything looks very well manicured. Well, I don't think you're going to be in any danger of getting a flat spot in your tyre if you live in these parts. It's just bend after bend after bend. Right, so we've just had a stop. We're in Muddy Gerry. This is the coffee area. So all three bikes have performed absolutely fantastic on them twisty mountain roads. Again, super impressed with this Himalayan. See the boys over here enjoying a nice ice cream on this beautiful day. Even the little dog here is having a little nibble on the cone. Right, so that's our little ice cream stop done. I just had one of these fantastic milkshakes from these guys here, and yeah, I mean, it's certainly nice to get something cold on a hot day like this. Temperature is rising. Yeah, certainly nice to get back on the bike, get moving again. Talking of moving, there's another cow. So these roads have been absolutely fantastic. I mean, certainly when you get on that throttle, the bike gives a nice growl to it. This bike does vibrate quite a bit when you get to about 7,000 RPM. But you don't need to really rev it out to that much. It's there if you need it, but the way it's been geared, with that mid-range torque, means you don't really need to get up into them high revs. Uh-oh. When you're braking into the corners, you don't feel like the bike wants to stand up. It's a nice smooth braking action, but the brakes work really well. They're not grabby. The back brake works really well as well. Let's give you a quick demonstration. We're doing 82k. Yeah, I mean, this bike stops really well. I mean, the way I'm flying around these corners, I'm beginning to forget that I'm actually on a adventure bike. So we're just changing the route a little bit. I've got to turn back because the road's a bit like this on the way, so we're going to do more of the scenic stuff. And as I've just been sat here, I've just discovered how to sort the trip out on the bike, which I'll show you tomorrow when I have to reset it in the morning. That looks a bit tight. That definitely looks tight. Oh, Yeah, you are going to get squashed in there. No room on the left. Uh-oh. Whoa! Yes, Royal Enfield, you have the power.
Coffee cups and cigarettes laying around the room. I don't mind a little mess, just wanna stay with you, and we'll do anything that we want today. Won't be scared of falling down no more. So take me away to some other place. Don't wanna wait. Oh, my Indian summer.
So yeah, it's quite interesting. We've just done another fuel stop. I'll just show you how much is in the Himalayan. So we all fuel up at the same time, but I've still got sort of 1.5 bars out of the 4 left on there. So fuel wise, doing absolutely fine. Whereas the Scrambler 400 there is empty.
Almost 2 litres more than me. Just the way you ride it.
So the Royal Enfield Himalayan has a 17 litre tank, the Triumph Scrambler has a 13 litre tank, and the KTM 390 Adventure has a 14.5 litre tank, but the Triumph Scrambler still managed to use 2 more litres more than everybody else.
So, he took 10 litres, I took 10 litres. Yeah. You took 12. You go in front, show Jamie the lines and how he should ride. And, you know, make sure he's revving the tits off it.
Yeah, that's the problem when you stick in third all the way around.
It's 20% more fuel. Do you know what I mean?
Is that a 6-speed box in that one?
6 speed. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. He thinks he's only got 5.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll discuss that. That'll be discussed tonight on the forum.
Yeah.
Jamie's using more fuel
Could
than everybody
be a
else.
bill at the end.
Too much.
Think of the planet, you know.
Fucking easy.
Yes, it's amazing how the Scramblers used 2 more litres of fuel. I know the tank size is different, but so we've had to put 10 litres back in this one, 10 litres in the KTM, and we've had to put 12 in the Scrambler.
But even though the Triumph Scrambler's got the smaller tank of 13 litres, it's still good for 230 miles, which is about 370 kilometres. Whereas the tank range on the Himalayan is coming in at about 510 kilometres, which is about 320 miles. So far the second day on this bike, I am impressed. This bike handles the road so well. That Showa suspension works well with the brakes, and the performance of the engine just makes this bike a whole new bike. Right, we've just stopped for a bit of lunch at a place called Madikeri. The temperature has rose, we're getting close to that 40 degrees now. It is absolutely roasting. How far have we come?
So far, about 280.
About 280.
280 kilometres. Maybe about another 110 to go. Maybe near full day 400 again.
After being fed and watered, we're back on the bike. For the final leg, we head to the majestic city of Mysore.
Right, okay, so I just caught up with Alex here, and we're just waiting on Jamie. We all got split up for a bit, but it was pretty much one straight road for this bit. The problem is sometimes when you overtake a truck and somebody's pulled in to wait for you, that you don't get to see him. But yeah, Alex has just spotted him. Right, let's go. Watch out for old Daisy. been another long day. 7 o'clock to start this morning, 25 past 4 in the afternoon now. Couple of stops. The roads have been absolutely fantastic. This bike's performed absolutely brilliant. I think I've got one more ride tomorrow, and then it looks like I'm going to be jumping on one of these other bikes. So hope you like the video, guys. Don't forget, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and I'll catch you in the next one.